Assalamualaikum Wr.wb. Let me introduce myself. My name is Luthfi Pradipta. We will explain about impact of COVID-19 on the tradition of mudik in Indonesia. For Indonesian, the festivities in the month of Ramadan are marked by a number of traditions, one of which is gathering and reuniting with family members. The practice of homecoming, locally known as mudik, is a significant part of the holy month, when Muslims carry out fasting and the Eid holiday that comes after. This year, however, the spread of the new coronavirus disease or COVID-19 has prevented people from reuniting with loved ones with government across the globe, including Indonesia, urging the public to maintain social distance to them the spread of the virus. Government in some one province of Indonesia, including DKI Jakarta, have enforced large-scale social restrictions to reduce mobilization of people in their area. The central government has also issued a policy restricting intercity and inter-province travel to prevent people from going to their hometowns and increasing the possibility of a surge in COVID-19 cases across the country. The police was actioned on Tuesday, April 21, 2020, after President Joko Widodo led in cabinet meeting and decided to ban the annual mass exodus in the festive season this year. The decision was made after the Ministry of Transportation research showed that around 24% of Indonesia still wanted to travel to their hometowns. The issuance of the police after research data was released show that the mistake has raised the government concern, considering the capital city of Jakarta has become the epicenter of COVID-19 spread in the country, accounting for 15% of the nation's total positive cases. The ban on mudik affected people differently. When Bush first shot up after the enactment of large-scale social restrictions in DKI Jakarta, 33-year-old state-owned enterprise employee Raden Ayu Anggi resorted to buying airplane tickets to return to her hometown in Bengkulu, as airlines were offering promotions and lower fares. Not wanting to miss the opportunity of buying tickets at a lower price, she purchased tickets in March and paid 1.4 million rupiah for a return trip with a nation's airline. Since then, she looked forward to spending the last day of Ramadan and celebrating it with her family back home. However, his hopes finished after the central government decided to ban all mudik activities. There is not much I can do, even though I have already purchased my ticket, she said, showing the ticket on an online application where she bought them. With a heavy heart, she canceled her plans to return home. This will be the first time she is not spending Eid with her family and carrying out the tradition of asking for forgiveness in person. If I go home, I would have to quarantine myself for 14 days, so there is no point in going home if I have to stay in for that long, sighed the pharmaceutical laboratory worker. 48 years old Siti, who is originally from Kebumen in Central Java, also chose not to return home amid the pandemic. She made the decision a few days before the government issued a ban on mudik. Although she wanted to celebrate Eid and fast with her family, she realized that protecting the health and safety of her family and herself should be the number priority. As a domestic worker, she only traveled between her house and employer house every day, which is within walking distance. However, knowing the situation of COVID-19 spread in Jakarta, she did not want to take any risks. Inshallah, once this all over, I can go home and spend some time with my parents and my children, and it will be just as heartwarming as if I see them during this today. For now, my husband and I will stay in Jakarta, she said. As she is able to continue working during the pandemic, Siti has been able to maintain a steady income to sustain her life in the capital city. Unlike her 28-year-old Riyadi, who is employed with printing and photocopy kiosk in Lebak Bulus, South Jakarta, decided to make the trip back to this hometown in Semarang, Central Java, rather than staying on the capital city. Before the government banned all home travel on April 23, Riyadi got on a bus to Semarang, though he had to pay double the price for the ticket due to large-scale restrictions enforced by provincial government. The rise in ticket fares did stop him from returning home, as he said he did not have a choice. The kiosk where he worked was no longer open due to large-scale social restrictions, which were first enforced in DKI Jakarta on April 10. Staying on in Jakarta, where living expenses are considerably higher compared to other regions, without any source of income, had become a major concern for him, and leaving the capital city became the only choice to make. What could I do? There was no work for me to do. It was better for me to come home, he said. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, our public speaking has ended. If there is a wrong word from our group, we apologize. Thank you.